Hey there, this is your favorite cousin Dylan. We're talking about fleshing today. This is what I would consider the most important step in the tanning process. So here's a coyote, and you've joined me at the perfect time because this is my last coyote of the day. Just had a beautiful supper and counted 6 blisters on my hands. These coyotes are kind of dried out. And that makes it really hard to pull that fat and that meat off, because when they get dried out in a freezer, it essentially sucks it down tight to the skin. So it's been kind of a chore to get these cleaned up. But essentially, you're removing all the fat and all the meat so that the tanning chemicals can penetrate the leather. And you can tell I've been working kind of hard because my handle on my fleshing knife got bent today. But when you're tanning something, make sure you clean it much better than you'd clean it for an auction. If I was doing these for an auction, I would start fleshing like at the ears and go down. But since I'm tanning it, I'm going to get this face nice and clean. The face is the first thing that people are going to grab. That's their first impression. Go ahead and get a close-up on the face. So what I'm going to do is, since I've got my necker knife here, you know that's the dull side, that's the sharp side. With coyotes, you can basically do most of your work with the dull side. And everybody has a different preference for how to engineer their fleshing knives. And the way I do mine is, on this dull side, I grind straight down at a 9-degree angle, so there is kind of a hook underneath here, and that hook is what's going to grab this fat. Now if this was a coon, I could flip this around and I could go to town right down him. I'm sure you've seen coon fleshing videos where a guy's got like a nice fresh yearling coon that he fleshes in 3 minutes. No big deal, I do that too. Coyotes are a lot harder. I've been averaging about 10 minutes on these. Okay, now getting past the ear is going to be a little tricky. He's left a couple of earbuds in there, so I'm just going to shave right around those. The earbuds are not going to tan, that's cartilage, but it's okay to have that there. Essentially just continue working it down. And coyote fat is a lot different from coon fat, as I mentioned. Coon fat rolls nice and easily. Coyote fat is very sticky and very stringy, so short, powerful strokes is what we need. Essentially, continue to work the same roll all the way down, but that's as clean as you need to get it. If you can get a close-up of that, you can kind of see those dark spots, hair follicles there. That should look like your arm skin if you look really closely. You can see, yep, you can see the hair follicles there. You don't want to break those because the hair will fall out, but that's as good as you need to get it. So instead of boring you for the next 8 minutes, I'll show you what to do next. Come right over here. And this is a coyote that's been fleshed up good, and we're going to salt him now. So I've just got salt in the tub, and we're going to throw him around in it so he gets caked with salt. Alright. And what this is going to do is we're going to turn it first side out, and all that salt is going to sweat the inside of the hide. It'll force the liquids, some of the blood, some of the juices that are still in those hair follicles, going to squeeze them all out, and they're going to drain overnight. And it's going to set those the hair follicles nice and tight. It's called setting the fur. So I've had stuff that I got off the road that was half rotten. The fur was falling out, and I fleshed it quick, got the salt on it, and that'll set the fur right in there, and you'll be good to go, and that'll save the fur. So I hope this was helpful. We'll continue the tanning process with more videos, but this is all for today. Those are going to sweat overnight. We're going to wash them in the morning.